Okay, hello guys. Welcome to episode 3 of the networking basics. Networking essentials. This is a series, and today we'll be looking at how to configure Telnet access on a Cisco router. We have this router over here, and we want to access it through Telnet using this PC over here. Now, one thing you should know is that Telnet is old, an older remote access protocol. The current one we are using is SSH. Telnet is an older version, and the problem with Telnet is the security. Telnet displays text in it displays the data in plain text. There's no form of encryption to it, so that's why they improved it with SSH, which is much more secure. So I'll begin with the configuration, and then I'll keep the interface in mind. For router, we always have to set an IP address for the interface. So once it's done, let's set an IP address for the PC. Okay, so 192.168.1. I'll make it 2. Okay, so I'm done with the PC side. Let's go to the router. Okay, so let me have it side by side. Okay, it's the PCG. Okay, now that we have them side by side, so we start with the configuration for the router. So enter the enable mode, conf t. This configuration t, but for short it's just conf t. Okay, then we enter the interface. Remember the interface was G00, G0/0. Okay, now we enter the interface. So we set an IP address. 192.168.1.1.255.255.255.0. Yeah, 255.0, 255.255.255 is the subnet mask. It must be the same as the one for the PC, as what we have here. Otherwise, they won't be able to communicate. So, okay, once it's we turn the interface on. Remember, routers have their interface turned off by default, so you have to turn it on. Okay, so it's in an up state, which means it's on. And okay, so over here we can try pinging the PC, see if they can actually communicate. So address for the PC is 192.168.1.2. Okay, we go 80% success rates, but let's make it 100. We ping again because the previous one used to learn. Okay, so we can communicate with PC1. Okay, so with that done, we can now configure Telnet. So with that, um, enter the configuration conf t. Okay, now we are there. We start with line VTY 015. Okay, so then we type this transport input Telnet. Okay, so now we are in there. We have to set a password. Password. Forgot. Sorry. So the password we use last session's password E66 sort 39. I think this is okay, so we can end the session and do right. Yeah, let's just hop onto the site. Okay, so now that we are here for over here, we're on the PC. This side is the PC, so we want to telnet into the router. So the code is say the code. The so the IP address of the router connected to the 168.1. So ask for the password. That's the one we set here. This one. See that as a password. So B66 sort 39. Where I get wrong? B66 sort 39. Okay. Wait. So whether I can see we can even ping this PC from the router. Get it? Yeah, I hope you get it. You can do that. Okay. So since we didn't set a password for the enable mode, just like a security feature, even though you can telnet into the router, you would have to configure the router for it uh, to have a password on the enable mode before you can access the enable mode in the router and be able to configure stuff. But the problem with Telnet is it displays data in plain text. So even if we set password on the enable mode and then we telnet it from the PC, if probably there's someone on the network or probably a hacker is able to get into the traffic and then monitor our communication, they'll be able to know the password we've set for the enable mode, and then they can also log in and change whatever they want. If they could even uh, reset, clear all the memory, all our configurations. So the problem with Telnet is it's not being safe, displaying data in plain text. Yeah, so that's the flaw with Telnet. So because of that, we use SSH now. That's more secured. So we done for Telnet. Very short, not really anything that big. It's an old remote access protocol, so we don't really use it much right now. Okay, so we're done with this session. Thank you.